What's up? This is That Dirty Spoon from the IWC. This is your wrestling recap for July 4th, 2012. First up, happy 4th of July to everybody. I hope this video finds you in high spirits, safe and sound. Let's get to wrestling. First off, we had a full plate of wrestling this past week. Since our last show, we've actually had two Smackdowns. We had a live it was a Great American Bash edition of Super Smackdown yesterday, which I'll also be recovering. Last Friday's episode of Smackdown. Last Thursday's episode of a live Impact, which was forgettable. Unfortunately, they're not going in the right direction on Impact Wrestling. And of course, Monday Night Raw. The biggest thing that came out of Monday Night Raw, to be perfectly honest with you, was not the news that we'll be seeing Brock Lesnar on the 1000th episode, so you can finally accept Triple H's challenge to face him at SummerSlam. Oh, did I spoil that for anybody? Apparently, Amazon.com spoiled it for a lot of people by revealing the cover of the SummerSlam 2012 DVD, and it, of course, features Brock Lesnar. So I'm fairly certain that it's pretty much a done deal. Now they're just delaying the inevitable. The biggest thing that came out of Monday Night Raw for me was that no matter what happens, WWE Champion CM Punk cannot finish the show. He was finally placed in the main event of a Raw program, and he was in a tag match with Cena. It was Daniel Bryan and Jericho tag against the tag team of CM Punk and John Cena. And AJ was actually standing tall after putting CM Punk and Daniel Bryan through a table at the end of the show. So basically, AJ is the #1 crazy chick in the WWE right now. She is getting a ton of talking time, backstage segments, matches. It's like there's a lot of focus on her, and she's obvious. Well, I have a lot of focus on her too. And a lot of things are good about AJ right now. But once again, this is another superstar that is supplanting CM Punk as that top star. So he's really not able to become the superstar that he needs to be to challenge John Cena to be that top babyface. And I still think that unless they're going to build a company around AJ, WWE really needs to finally get behind Punk and really get behind Punk, push him the way he needs to be, and put him up there on that John Cena level so that he can carry that company when John Cena's life starts to come crashing down. They're going to need somebody. I say CM Punk. Maybe because I'm a fan. But anyway. The other interesting note that came out on Monday Night Raw to me was that Heath Slater once again had to fight a legend. And that legend this time around was actually Doink the Clown. Heath Slater was able to get the 1-2-3 pin over Doink the Clown. And he was then promptly introduced to it's DDP. That's right, Diamond Dallas Page returned to a WWE ring and, did a little pose down with the Heath Slater after his win, and then promptly gave him the diamond cutter in the middle of the ring and left him laying. Again, this is a really good spot for Heath Slater. He's really getting a lot of attention and a lot of, I'll say screen time and mic time for getting beat up by these legends, and it's really interesting to see who's going to come out next week and kick his ass. The other, news article that came out was WWE is obviously committed to making sure that Tensai is front and center in WWE. He had a match this Monday on Raw against Tyson Kidd, of all people, and Tyson Kidd beat him in basically 20 seconds. Tensai flipped out, beat up Sakamoto again to a resounding boo by the crowd. So they're reacting, and to WWE, that's progress. Because before they didn't care about this guy. Now they get mad when he beats up his lackey. Go figure. There was a backstage segment where Tensai again beat the crap out of Tyson Kidd. So, like I said, looks like WWE is really behind Tensai, and they are committed to making him work. Will it work? I have no idea. I'm not really sold on the guy. Again, you have a character who, in theory, can't talk, and I think that's the serious problem with Tensai, and I think it's the same problem they're having with Sin Cara, who also made a slight return. And I say slight because he had a match with Alberto Del Rio, and Alberto Del Rio promptly beat him mercilessly outside the ring before the match even begun. Again, as I've been told, this has really put was really made to put heat on Alberto Del Rio. I think it also put in the mind of the crowd that Sin Cara is basically a glorified mid-carder. A very sparkling, a very special, flexible, gets mood-lighting mid-carder. But that's just me. Anyway, that's most of the stuff that came out of Raw. SmackDown was a little bit more entertaining. Raw did not announce any new matches for Money in the Bank, nor did it announce any new participants for the WWE contract ladder match. So we still have those four, Cena, Kane, Big Show, and Jericho. The World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank ladder match is getting a little bit more interesting. Last Friday, we had Christian, Santino, Tensai, Tyson Kidd, and who else? Doink. Make character, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Christian, Santino, Tensai, Tyson Kidd, Damian Sandow qualified last Friday. Yesterday, on the Super Smackdown Great American Bash, Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes, who is really between those two to win it, they also qualified. So they got 7 participants, and none of them are 300 pounds, so they can actually, train wreck that match. Other match, I don't think they're going to train wreck it. It's probably going to be a very methodical, very slow, very on the ground spot kind of match. Typical Cena AA somebody through a table, Jericho maybe lion salt somebody onto a ladder, chokeslam through some fake ladders. That kind of stuff. No one's going to be taking any bumps off a 20-foot ladder in the WWE Money in the Bank contract match. Yeah. And on SmackDown, they also finally made it official. It's going to be Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus for the WWE Championship match. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think that's going to go well for Alberto Del Rio. I really think that Sheamus is going to win that match. And I'm not too terribly disappointed in Sheamus. I just don't like the way they're pushing him. And then we had the big 20-man battle royal to see who's going to run Raw. No, just SmackDown. Run SmackDown next week. Zack Ryder actually won it. He had a backstage segment. He had some camera time at this last episode of SmackDown. Nothing on Raw again. But Zack Ryder will be running SmackDown next week. So if that's not a hook, I don't know what is. On to TNA, who refuses to address the one angle I want them to, but focuses on the angle I'm tired of. They will not say who beat up Sting or why, or do any kind of real movement on that. However, another swerve in the Dixie Carter, AJ Styles affair 3-way. It was revealed that they were helping a drug addict. So why they had to keep that a secret, I'm not entirely sure. Especially from Dixie's husband, who was under the impression that Dixie was sleeping with AJ Styles. Just blows my mind what's going on there. On top of that, now Christopher Daniels and Kazarian are claiming that the crazy chick's baby is AJ. So that's a thing. And I'm like, why can't this angle go away and we get to the angle I'm interested in, who beat up Sting and why? Let Jeff Jarrett come out and say, hey, I'm jealous because Sting got all the attention and I didn't. Let's just get there. Even if it's not there, let's get some movement on that. That's an interesting angle. Not this whole Kazarian and Christopher Daniels are dicks again. If you remember last year, AJ Styles and Kazarian were having this big who's better kind of garbage going on. So here it is, a year later, they're still fighting. And it's over something that nobody cares about. Ugh. Also on Impact last Thursday, they announced that there'll be an X Division title tournament, and that Austin Aries and Bobby Roode are going to fight for the championship. Austin Aries should win that. I'll have a more detailed prediction show about that later this week. But it's just TNA. God, man, they had like 3 really good weeks. And just the last 2 weeks have just been blah. Anyway, happy 4th of July to everybody. Oh man, I hate ending on TNA because now I got this bad taste in my mouth. This has been That Dirty Spoons from the IWC. I'm signing off.